Running a business without gathering data is like working and working and working for a long time without getting any experience at all. Now, if you are a small business owner or if you are a self employed professional who is providing services to your customers, your time and effort in return of revenue, I would like you to stay till the end of this video, because in this particular video, I'm going to be sharing with you why is gathering data really very important if you are a business owner, and how could you use that data for your benefit. Okay, so let's quickly dive into my mind map where I'm going to be sharing with you the 5 points on what is data and why should you care about data as a business owner. So let's quickly jump on to the first point, that is, let's look into some facts about data. Now, in the year 2012, Facebook, it acquired Instagram, and it bought it for about $1 billion. Now, if you think about Facebook, Facebook was already very much big at that point of time, right? And couldn't Facebook create another Instagram? Like, was it difficult for Facebook to create another Instagram? They could have done that, right? But why did they acquire Instagram? Now, here is the question to ask. The reason why they acquired Instagram is because Instagram already had about millions of users, about 150 or more than that, millions of users who were already using it. And Instagram already had the data of those people. Now, if Facebook had to create another app like Instagram, they would have to go right from the ground zero of again gathering data based upon that particular platform. And that would take a lot of time. So it makes much more sense than to acquire and get the data straight away. Then if you look at another example, Microsoft acquired Skype. Now, while it acquired Skype, it also acquired the data of all the people who were using Skype, right? And let me give you another example, an Indian example where you have Swiggy Instamart. Now, why did Swiggy come out with Instamart? Maybe because a lot of people, they called up the delivery guys and they told, hey, could you just get a Coke while you're coming back, or could you just get something else like a bread or cheese slices while coming back, while getting the order. So gathering information from the data helped them to adapt to this need of the customer, and they just came out with their own Swiggy Instamart. Yeah, so now they're just giving groceries and all the different stuff that people want. And if you look at Cred, Cred is a company which has been able to get a lot of valuation even though it's going in loss. Why? Because it has the data of some of the most wealthiest people in India and who are using credit cards, and that's the reason it's growing like anything and people are ready to invest. Yeah, so these are some of the facts on data, and by looking at these facts, there's this one point which I wanted to share with you, is that data is the new money. Yeah, and the statement you might have heard it even before, but this is why data is the new money, right? So let's look into how you could use data and what should you do about this. So the second thing that over here we have is, data helps you to understand your customer behavior. It gives you a good understanding of your customer behavior, because as and how you're collecting data for a lot of customers, you come to know how the customers are reacting to your messages or to your offers or multiple different things. And so here are these three things. First is, what are the problems do your customers face? This becomes very much evident when you have a lot of data, because see, everyone might face different problems and you can't cater to everyone's problems, right? So but when you are consistently gathering data of about 100 people or 200 people or 500 people, you exactly come to know what are those pain points or what are those problems which are faced by a lot of people. What are those common pain points, and this would be really very helpful to you to think about your services in the future. The second thing is, how do they react to different messaging and offers? Now, when you have a data about different people, who have visited either your website or have looked at your content or who are using your products and services, what are the problems that they face there, and what are the messaging and offers that attracted them? When you have a data of all of these things, you could use this for the next time, whenever you are selling. And this could be like really very important documentation that you need to have. Then the third thing is, what are the kind of people who are buying from you? Not everyone would buy your products and services, but when you have the data of your customers who have already bought from you, You could look into a few things like their demographics, like maybe their age, what is their occupation, are they married or not, or what is the kind of work they are doing, what is their income level. Yeah, multiple factors you can actually look into that, and you could predict what kind of people are actually buying your services. Data helps you to understand your customers really very well. Then the next point that we have over here is, by understanding your customer behavior, you can improve your customer experience. This is really very important because in the times of world going through a lot of changes, a lot of disruptions happening in every single industry, it's really very important to provide the best customer experience so that they are coming to you and they love buying from you. So here are the three things when it comes to customer experience. The first thing is, you could provide specific solutions, because now when you have the data of your customer behavior, you could straight away give laser focused solutions to the problems of your customers through your services and products, and even through your content, right? Then the next thing that we have over here is, you could predict buying patterns of customers. Once you come to know, like, these are the messaging that works for my customer, or these are the pain points that my customers are facing, and when you create specific solutions for those pain points, when you're able to give results for your customers, you know what, you can predict the buying patterns. Now let's say you're taking a webinar and there are 100 people who are in front of you, and let's say for consistently you've been able to get 10 sales through 100 people, then that defines that your sales conversion rate is 10%. Now when you exactly know this percentage, the next time when you are selling, you can predict how many people will buy from you. Even, and this could be done for the next week, for the next month, for the whole year. Okay, so this way you have a proper predictable business. Now I'm not saying that it will happen as you have predicted it always, but you have a certain benchmark where you would want to reach, right? So you have a plan, a future business plan, and this is the third point, which is your future business planning can be done properly when you have data. Okay, so you can improve your customer experience, and you could stand out from all the other people who are serving the same customer. Yeah, then the next thing that we have over here is, you can quickly adapt to the changes, because see, right now the market is changing, a lot of disruption, as I've already told you, and the needs of the customers are also going to be changing with respect to the needs in the market, right? So when you are gathering data, you will be able to get to notice what are those changes that are happening. Yeah, and here are the three things when it comes to quickly adapting to the changes. The first thing is that you can identify the problems in your own work cycle, right from the beginning, from when you're marketing your services. When you're able to track all the data points in marketing, you can come to know whether the marketing is working or not. When you're selling your services, if you have all the data with respect to the selling, you can come to know whether your selling is working properly or not. Or let's say there are not a lot of customers who have come to you when you're selling, that means sure there's some problem in marketing. Right now, let's say your marketing is working good, selling is working good, but later on it's very difficult in getting referrals for you, then maybe the result that you're giving to your customer, there is some problem over there. So basically what happens is, you can identify problems, the exact problems, where are you facing problem in your business. Okay, and this is really very important, because if you don't know what you don't know, nobody can help you. Yeah, so that is the first thing. And the second thing that we have over here is, you can figure out proper solutions. Now if you know what is the exact problem and where that problem is happening, it becomes easier for you to figure out laser focused solutions for those problems. Yeah, and the third thing that we have over here is, once you have a lot of data points, once you know where the problem is, once and you try solving it, the thing is, you can stick to what's working and you can avoid what's not. Now, as a business owner, you might have to wear multiple hats, and you would have to carry out different activities. Now some activities will work, some won't, and but because of this, you won't stop trying out, right? But when you're actually tracking data, you will come to know what's working, right? And you can keep on continuing that particular thing. All right, so this is the fourth thing on how do you adapt to the changes. And ultimately the fifth thing is, you can attract customers with whom you love working. right? And this is really very important because as a service provider, as a business owner, what do we want? We want quality customers who respect our work and who have the need, and we can also provide them with a good service, right? And who are like really quality people who are willing to pay money also. Yeah, so when you have the right data points, you exactly know what their problems is, you know how to solve their problems, and you know what kind of customers are coming to you, and that is how you can attract the customers that you love working with. So here are the three things. Okay, the first thing is gather data points of your awesome customers. Now when you work with a few people, you know with whom you love working, and the people who are a pain in the head, right? Now the people whom you have loved working with in the past, you try gathering their data, see what are the common points in those customers. Okay, now once you gather the data, you use that data to get more such customers. Now because we have social media, you have Google ads, you have Facebook ads, and the social media, they have multiple multiple data points of customers, and you can use the data that you have gathered in order to attract more customers. Okay, this is a technical topic, won't be covering it over here, but if you want to know how this could be done, how do you build a system along this, you can just go to the link below in my description. I've given the link to my free webinar, and within 90 minutes I'll be sharing with you how do you go through this whole step where you can gather data from your customers, and you can use it to improve your business. Just click on that link and you can register for my webinar. Okay, so let's continue with the content. So basically you can use that data to get more, to attract more such awesome customers, and ultimately this is how you can get quality clients on a consistent basis for your business. Okay, so these are the 5 points on what is data and why you should care about data. Now if you are a business owner, and if you're a self-employed professional, you got to take control over this. If you haven't been taking care about this till now, and just use this, let me know how it works for you. And in case if you have any problems, you can attend my free webinar where I'll be coming live. You can ask me questions over there. And thank you so much for watching this video till the end. If you have been till here right now, also make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't hit that button till now, because otherwise you will miss a lot of informative videos like these which are coming to you. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video, and see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye and take care.